That question is going to, and Yogendra Yadav, welcome to the debate. Yes.
But let me tell you, similes are to be taken in that context only of a limited nature. You are not dissecting the similes. That's first. Second, what is important is people are expecting results, good governance, and people are expecting progress.
No, Mr.
And
Javadekar.
they want honest leadership. These are the four
Mr.
things.
Javadekar,
People are
Mr. Javadekar,
wanting.
now
So
let's
they
get
are
the
going
contrary view,
beyond
okay?
caste consideration. They have gone beyond caste consideration. In Maharashtra election, I campaigned for 15-20 days, and I can tell you, Maratha Arakshan, which was dominating topic all over, never was mentioned also in the campaign. There were many other issues, caste and other issues, which disappeared. Sharad Pawar, who is 4 years and 9 months a very secular person, becomes very casteist in last 3 months. But still, this time it failed because people now want progress. They want their children to be educated, to be skilled.
I have heard that. No, I have heard that. I don't discount it. But here the other side. Before I get Yogendra Yadav, I think it's time I go to Rajiv Desai. Rajiv Desai, the Information and Broadcasting Minister, Rajiv Desai has been associated with the Congress party. Now he's independent, but his views are firmly with the Congress. So let's get that pro-Congress kind of view. The BJP says, why should we be apologetic that Narendra Modi, our most popular leader, is popular unlike Rahul Gandhi, is a vote catcher unlike Rahul Gandhi. In fact, making the election about Modi is the BJP's greatest advantage. Rajiv Desai.
I only have one thing to say.
Yeah.
Yes, may I say something now?
Yeah, you can, please.
Okay, Arnab, because the tight clip mic wasn't working, they put a regular mic, where you hound spokesman with that mic, and they put it on a bunch of my books. And the first book that's there is called Gandhi's Truth. I thought it was fairly appropriate. Because, you're talking about elections and BJP and who's winning and who's not winning and all of that. The fact of the matter is that the BJP has come to power on a platform against corruption, having accused the Congress and everybody else and their brother of corruption. So why have they deposed before the Supreme Court that they cannot bring black money back? They said there were 21,000 crores in Switzerland and we're going to bring it back. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad and various other spokesmen have said that. So then why do they have to go to the Supreme Court and say, no, I'm sorry, we can't bring the money back because international...
Are you avoiding the question on leadership? Sunil Alak says you're avoiding the question.
What is the question and what is your answer? It's typical of a Congress supporter.
I'm not avoiding the question. Sunil Alak can... If Sunil Alak
obviously answer the question
and let other people talk, I'll talk.
Sure. We were waiting for your answer to the question, Rajiv.
Let's be realistic. Answer the question. Why has the BJP gone? Why has the government gone to the Supreme Court and said we can't do anything about the black money in Switzerland?
What was the question asked of you, Rajiv? Have you forgotten that? Is that your answer?
Yeah, you can ask me any question. You can ask me why am I this?
I don't have to ask you. Arnab has asked you a question. You're giving a different answer.
I'm telling you what I think.
Okay, what was Arnab's question, Rajiv? All right, what was Arnab's question, Rajiv? Before you went into Gandhi's truth and your lies and anything else you want to talk about? What was Arnab's question to you?
I think Rajiv Desai does not want to talk about Rahul Gandhi versus Narendra Modi.
Can I just say a comment that
I don't have to talk about. I don't have to talk about what you said.
I called up and I said, what is Rahul doing right now? Just one thing. And he said, Rahul would rather face a natural calamity than an electoral calamity. So he is touring Andhra Pradesh. After that, the leader proceeded to give me some quotes from the Bhagavad Gita and said, Sabha, we have to learn detachment. So it was a very self-deprecating but a very revealing thing. And I'm talking about a senior leader.
It's very interesting here. And Mr. Prakash Javadekar says one thing. See, how did the debate start? Prakash Javadekar says, Narendra Modi, we will not be apologetic about him. He's our most popular leader. He surpasses all others. He's a vote catcher. He's an asset. Why should we underutilize him? Okay. Rajiv Desai, when I asked him about Rahul Gandhi after that, goes into the black money issue, which has nothing to do with it. Therefore, reflecting the fact that Mr. Rajiv Desai deliberately does not want to talk about the absence of leadership in the Congress party for whatever reason. Let me see if Yogendra Yadav comes into it. Yeah. Yogendra Yadav, would you concede today? Would you concede today, and Prakash Javadekar is hearing you, would you concede today that the BJP has an absolute upper hand and their decision to field Narendra Modi was a master stroke? And if it is successful, tomorrow will force a realignment in the thinking of all opposition parties, including the Aam Aadmi Party.
Or no, if we go by the broad figures that have come from all the exit polls, and I have no reason to disbelieve them, the figure could be slightly above or slightly below that, but the broad picture is clear that the BJP appears to be headed for a very good show, both in Maharashtra and in Haryana. If that is the broad picture, then there is no doubt that BJP has used Mr. Narendra Modi as a very strong card. I really see no reason why a party would be apologetic. I may like Mr. Modi, I may not like him. But I don't expect a ruling party to be apologetic about using its Prime Minister, especially if he has won such a big mandate as Mr. Modi did. If the Prime Minister does not happen to be Mr. Manmohan Singh, then obviously you would wish to use it. So I really don't think there's much of a debate. You can debate about whether in the medium or the long run, this excessive dependence on one person could recoil back. You could debate about whether this would have long-term implications for BJP as an organization. But you cannot debate about whether it should be used in elections or not. Which party would not wish to use a leader who gets you more votes? I mean, I don't see why there is a debate. I'm amazed that Congress wishes to debate this.
No, Mr. Yadav, what am I saying here? The BJP's assertion is that Modi's decision also, Modi has also decided to go all out. He's taken the risk. He supported Amit Shah when he broke up with the Shiv Sena, and he's decided to go all out and done all those number of rallies. It stands in stark contrast to the invisible Congress central leadership. I am talking about the contrast. And before I go back to Mr. Javadekar, my question to Vinod Mehta, I see your hand go up there for quite some time, is you believe that starting tomorrow, if the Congress party does badly, that the churn starts from outside, that many other political parties will now say that the BJP has become such a juggernaut that in order to really take them on, we have to rally together and change again. Do you see Nitish, Lalu, Mayawati, all these parties somehow present a motley challenge? Does India then become BJP and others?
Before the Congress is that this phobia of not talking about the leadership of Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. If they don't talk about it, they think it will go away.
Yeah.
The problem is that they must tackle this head on, and whatever solution that the Congress has to arrive at, if that is...
Why depend on the Congress? I'm saying why would...
What the Congress has to decide. The Congress party has to decide what to do with the leadership of Sonia Gandhi.
Why the Congress? Or not the Congress? Navika.
I have a question to Mr. Javadekar.
Yeah, go
By
ahead.
using Narendra Modi, Mr. Javadekar, have you raised the bar so high that if you don't get a clear majority in both Maharashtra and Haryana, then once again people will question Narendra Modi wave? Does he necessarily have to win? I'm asking this of Mr.
Let Mr. Javadekar answer that.
Have you made it important for Mr. Modi to win both states with a clear majority?
Let me tell you, it is not even 24 hours, but just 15 hours from now when we'll know the final picture. So I don't prejudge. What I'm saying is, every election teaches every party and every leader something, if they are ready to learn from the elections. And I think all parties need to learn that now people's expectation from political discourse has changed. They are not ready to listen to rhetoric. They want results, progress, and honest leadership. So when we have it, we are showcasing it. And we have line of good leaders in each state also. So we never advertise only Modi. In Maharashtra we presented 6-7 leaders, which is our core team. So that is how we are developing also.
No, Mr. Javadekar, in Maharashtra it was only Mr. Modi. No, Mr. Javadekar. No, Mr. Javadekar, in Maharashtra it was only Mr. Modi.
Most important, why are we getting into this Mr. Modi is most important card that the
It's
BJP
working,
has.
because it's
Why
working.
should they not play that card?
I agree with you.
We played it.
Yeah.
I mean, why we
Yes.
talk, I mean, like Indira Gandhi
Mr.
was the most important card for the Congress. at a
Mr.
certain
Javadekar,
time.
there should be no apology. I think Mr.
Yes.
Modi is the best
So we are not.
brand ambassador,
I'm not.
and we've used him, and we're going to win.
We
There is
put
no
our
apology
best
about
foot
it.
forward.
Absolutely,
What is
I
wrong?
fully agree.
Well, okay, okay, no, Mr. Rajiv Desai, we put our best foot forward. What is the problem? Do you have a response to that? They put their best foot forward. Are you going to respond by talking about black money, or will you come back to the issue?
What is the issue, Arnab?
The issue is that we put our best foot forward and we are winning. Who is your best foot forward? The Congress party, for example, who is their best foot forward?
I'm
Who
my
is
own
it?
best foot forward.
No, you are yours, but who's the Congress party's best foot forward? Come on. Why
I
don't
think
you
you should ask
respond
the
directly
Congress that.
to...
Why are you asking me that?
What is your view? Who is the Congress party's best foot forward? Why are you avoiding a very simple question?
Oh, my view is it's not a view. I mean, I have no views on these things. I deal with issues. You yourself introduced me as an analyst. So
but you're a pro-Congress
I focus
analyst.
on
You
issues,
worked with the
and there are
Congress
some
party
issues
in
that
the
have come
past.
up, whether it's corruption, whether it's various other issues. That's what I'm willing to debate. I mean, how am I going to talk about what Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi and the Congress does? I mean, it's there.
I
It's
think
their
you're ducking.
issue. They'll come up with a solution. It's a party that's 110 or 120 years old. They'll come up with something.
Well, if a seasoned
They don't need
Congress
me, or they
supporter
certainly
like you...
don't need advice from various others.
No,
on
I'm
your,
just saying, if
on
a
your panel,
seasoned
they'll
Congress
manage it.
supporter like you ducks that question, I think it reveals something, doesn't it?
I'm not ducking any question,
Sunil
Arnab.
Alap thinks it
I am
does.
telling you what I think. No. Excuse me, Arnab. Your questions,
You're not telling me
your
what you think.
issues are not the only ones.
No, you're not telling... It's not my issue. Everyone's asking the question. There is overinvestment in Rahul
No,
Gandhi,
everyone
a
is
person
asking
who's
it
not
because you're
interested in
asking it.
politics.
I'm asking it.
Even Vinod Mehta is asking that question today. Why are you getting worked up? Prakash Javadekar said...
Arnab, are you surprised that Rajiv Desai is trying to duck that problem? The question, the problem for
think-
the Congress has all along been that Rahul Gandhi simply does not step forward and take charge. We've been waiting. The Congress party has been waiting. We've been talking about it. All analysts have been talking about it. For 10 years, he was an intern and he remains an intern. You see him sometimes, you don't see him at other times.
Arnab, can I
This
make a
has
point?
been the big problem for the Congress party. So I'm not surprised that Rajiv
Arnab, can I
Desai
make a
is
point,
ducking.
please? You know,
What can he say?
important as the difference is between Mr. Narendra Modi's aggressive politics and Rahul Gandhi's very timid, tentative politics, we also must remember that what does the Congress represent today and what does the BJP represent today? We must recognize that there is a feeling that BJP represents change, that people are fatigued by the kind of politics which the Congress has practiced in 10 years. Similarly, in Maharashtra and Haryana, we are coming off 15 years of Congress rule and, you know, again, Haryana, 10 years of rule. So people want change. The BJP looks like the best candidate for change, and that is why that, you know, I mean, we should not
Mr.
reduce
Javadekar,
it only to
I have only
personalities.
one question. Mr. Javadekar has to go, so I have one question I wanted to put to him. Mr. Javadekar, Anant Gite is still in the cabinet, right? Irrespective of what happens tomorrow.
And I came from cabinet only, and he was
Yeah.
today also attended the cabinet.
Exactly. So I think, Mr. Javadekar, since let me then tell you candidly, I feel that your relationship will continue, maybe even grow stronger after this assembly election. Am I correct? Am I correct?
That is why we always said, we never criticized. Never criticized,
But they
though there
criticized
was
you.
provocation
They
from
did.
the other side. We said,
Let me tell you
we
what
only
they said.
said that if Balasaheb would have been there, the alliance would not have broken.
Yeah, but hasn't the Sena talked about Modi's wily ploys? Haven't you heard about
but
what they have
now
said?
Yesterday's Samna's article,
And no, one second.
today's Samna article you should have really displayed.
Which today's Samna article may
From
change.
their
Does
side,
it forget?
they are reconciled.
Then what was said earlier about what was about the personal attack on Narendra Modi, which was made earlier? It is all history. I think Gadkari said that we will not accept it lying down and we can't do business with such a party. What happens to that?
But that
No,
has always been,
Arnab, can I
there was
ask him a
always been
question?
an irritation. The Samna articles had always been a problem and irritation between the two when even Pramod Mahajan and Mundeji were alive. And when Balasaheb was also alive, there were always tensions sometimes. But let me tell you that we went this time with a positive agenda.
Okay.
And with a very strong appeal to the people that we will deliver what people want, the good governance.
Well, you know, Mr. Javadekar, I think you just kept that option very, very open out there. I see a difference in the line that you have and the line that Gadkari has. Nirja Chaudhary has a very small point to make to you.
We have.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
Yes, Nirja ji.
If you get a majority, clear majority in Maharashtra, will you still take the Shiv Sena along with you?
See, to that my refrain is like Prime Minister's Narendra Modi's. To run the government, we have majority. But to run the country, we will seek cooperation of all. And that is what will be the line in the Maharashtra also, and Haryana also, and everywhere also.
Okay. I think that
We
says
can
a lot.
run our government on our own majority, but still we'll take cooperation of all to run the state.
But you know what, Mr. Javadekar, then some people may accuse you of having a mock fight with the Shiv Sena, of misleading the people in the run-up to the election. Where that charge will be there. But of course, you're a political pragmatist. I thank you for your time. Yogendra Yadav, stay with us. Rajiv Desai, stay with us. Mr. Javadekar, thank you very much. I'm back on the other side with the national picture.